We got antlers up there. That's the nice thing when the buck's that wide, when he's laying on his side. One side of his rack sticking straight up.
We were told long ago that we would see America come and go. I often wondered what generation that would be. What would be the signs that we would see America in its failing times? And I think we're in that. And I think that kind of exploitation is more recognizable and identifiable. The cultures are getting strong.
I'm in Texas, so we'll get that out of the way. Basically, my friend Leslie invited me to come down to Texas with her and actually take some photos of some duck hunting. And I thought, you know what? It's been a really long time since I've shot any ducks. So, yeah, I'll come down there and it'll be a lot of fun since I'm tagged out in Iowa. It turns out they have deer here as well. Imagine that, deer in Texas. So, here we are. I got a bow, got a tag. We're sitting in a blind tonight, and yes, we're sitting near a corn feeder, and we're gonna see what happens. Meh. Meh. He's done.
Carrying out of the thing now.
Yep, he's pouring. Man, I get pumped up every single time. Man, that was a gorgeous, gorgeous deer. We had a ton of bucks and does that came in here. Obviously, they were coming into the corn, and it was pretty chaotic there for a little while. Deer running around. He was broadside, then he wasn't broadside, then a doe would cross in front of him, and then a doe was behind him, and it was kind of tricky. I ended up just coming to full draw and just kind of waiting for an opportunity to turn broadside, and I was like, meh, 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 trying to stop him. Fortunately, when I stopped him, or he stopped, he was exactly broadside, and there was nothing in behind him or anything like that. So, shot felt good. It might be an inch or two high, but I mean, as soon as he was running away, I could see red pouring down his side. So we'll wait a little while and see if we can pick up a blood trail and yeah, see how it goes. But just shot my first Texas buck. This is pretty cool. The idea was I've never done this style of hunting in Texas, and everybody has varying opinions of it. And I kind of wanted to do it just to see what it was all about, and it's pretty cool. I mean, just gorgeous deer. Like, I love seeing deer, and I don't know of any time in my life I've ever seen that many deer in one location at one time, just running around. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Man, that is a gorgeous buck. Jeez, oh, look at that. That's a real heavy, mature deer. That's a dope ass photo. That's super cool. This is unbelievable. comes the drop tine deer. Look at that, Leslie. Look at that drop tine buck.
Hi, my name's Sam Gaylord. Old Barn started back in 2007 right here in this old barn in just one little room, and it was just simply one deer head at a time. Today we are just totally blessed with a lot of growth, a lot of great clientele. I think another thing that's really helped set us apart is our quality. I mean, you know, God gets this thing right the first time, but we really try to take and recreate and recapture your memory with a quality piece that'll last a lifetime.
There we go. Got a full pass through here, and we've got some good light red, kind of that pinkish bubbly blood, which is what we suspected, you know, lung. So what we'll do is we'll start cutting this up here and see if we can cut his track. We know that he crossed right over this the top of this little ridge, so we'll see if we can cross some blood, and then we can start picking up the trail from there. We got antlers up there. That's the nice thing when the buck's that wide, when he's laying on his side. One side of his rack sticking straight up. Oh man. Oh, that's super cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's crazy. Definitely my widest buck that I've ever shot, that's for sure. Man, awesome genetics. I mean, just killer genetics. Wow. It's so crazy look how small the bodies are. You know what I mean? The bodies are so small. It's crazy. Super cool. All right, we'll go get the side by side, get him loaded up, and get a few more pictures and start doing some caping. All right, we made it back to our chariot here. So we've got 100 yards to drive this thing up there, and we'll get this deer loaded up, and then we'll get back. Plenty of daylight. Pretty awesome, man. That doesn't seem to work out very much like that. You get in the blind or get in the stand and shoot something right away, but it's pretty cool. I'll be honest, it's a pretty cool experience. I mean, being down here and seeing just all these different genetic types of deer and stuff like that. Tiny bodies. I still can't get over that. I mean, this buck, his body is, you know, like a 2-year-old Iowa doe. You know what I mean? It's pretty unique. Not a real thick coat, you know, on the hide because of the temperatures and stuff that they're typically living in. Just super neat seeing different deer and seeing that many of them at one time. That's pretty cool. We're back.
Johnny, how are you, buddy?
Good.
Holy smoke, dude.
Cool deer.
That is cool.
Texas is just, they do it different. I had mixed feelings about going to Texas, and you and I talked about it ahead of time. But then when I got there, and you're just like, I love deer, and you're getting to see every different genetic rack buck, wide buck, sweeping tines, sweeping main beams, high and tights, and I mean, it's just cool.
It is neat.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a whole different world down
you're
there.
just seeing lots of cool deer, and I mean, the corn feeder is the guide, in essence. We don't get to do that here.
Well, hey, when in Rome, find any cactuses?
Oh yeah, in my skin, and my feet, my hands, and in my clothes, and that's the other thing I didn't even think about. I mean, I knew not to step on cactus and try to stay away from it, but then when I went to pick up this deer by the legs, pick him up, I grabbed a hold of his legs, you know? And I mean, there's all those micro cactus that are just in the hide, and it was like, you know, so for the next 2-3 days, well, here's some of them that I'm still digging out. So
all festered up too.
Yeah.
So you're on a roll, man.
Yeah, it's been a good year. Still got a couple tags left to go, so hopefully I can keep that horseshoe up my butt a little bit longer. But yeah, it's been a fun year. Well, we're in Texas. We're gonna get a little hunting in, getting into character.